next. Values. We're going to do an exercise here. I'm restructuring it in my head literally right this moment. So bear with me as I figure out how we're going to do this in 15 minutes. It's not a 15-minute exercise done fully. But it's one we would actually do in person when we have 4 days together. And we're in this room and we're getting clarity on exactly what we want and creating this vision and getting these values that we need to have. So sometimes we create these values based on what I need to be. And usually it's like what's missing, right? What is missing within me in order to get to these goals, right? And those are these values that we add to our list. We start moving things around on our list at Day with Destiny. Does anyone have different towards values right now than they did 5 days ago? Okay, totally, right? Totally different. We shift that around. Okay, this exercise is different. This is not about figuring out what's not working, the mismatcher. This is figuring out who do you need to be as a couple in order to have that perfect day. And so I'm going to invite you to share your personal top values. Just a moment. Go through just the top 5 if you haven't already shared. We're going to find that match. And look for those. If you don't see it, find one. For us, we wanted to make sure, especially because we have an age gap, right? So I'm 19 or 18 years older, currently 17 years older than Annie. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be unhealthy as I'm sitting here hacking up a lung. I'll be damned I'm going to be unhealthy when I get older. I'm going to be that active person that's out there doing an Ironman at 104.
Yeah.
Right? And running past those fucking young kids at 75, like, yeah. That's my vision. I'm going to be rolling around on the ground with our great-great-grandbabies. Ours. That's going to happen. Because I'm fucking committed. I'm going to create that level of health, that level of vitality. And she's all about that too. She too wants to be extremely healthy because we want to live a long time, because this is a freaking amazing relationship. It's more than I could have ever expected, baby. And when I wrote down my relationship vision in December 2020, I thought it was impossible. I thought there's no way I can actually create this. And then it was there. It was 4 months later that I found the exact relationship I was looking for, and it was like shocking. And yeah, it's her. I give her 100% credit on how she showed up and called forth my masculine nature. It's been beautiful. Thank you, baby. So then what do? So we focus on this health. And we were also such loving people immediately, like both of us cared so deeply about everyone. And we knew that we wanted to somehow share this with people, even though at the time we were like trying to figure out money. We're like, how do we survive? And then give you a little bit more context. Here I am mid-divorce. We decided to start dating, and her parents, as you heard, booted her out of the family 1 month in. So we had a few challenges, right? And my kids were like, fuck this. They didn't want to be a part of it. Fuck you, Dad. I was the bad guy, and it was kind of a wreck, and I'm trying to figure out how to make money. So we got to get aligned really quickly. But we wanted to share anyway, because that's just who we are. We're both so loving. And we were both very clear that we wanted passion, that it was just required. It was a demand. And so this one day I was driving home, and much of the time, because I know we got to leave at 12, there was this brief conversation where we were out of alignment. She challenged the hell out of me about passion. And she simply shared how I'm not going to tell the whole story right now. That's for another time. But she challenged me because I wasn't living authentically to who I am. So now, our contract with each other, our agreement, is that we are a healthy, loving, passionate couple. And we live that And so my just quick question, has anyone experienced that from us of being a healthy, loving, passionate couple?
Yes.
Great. That's intentionally created. We created this. Because that's really what being the power couple is about. The power couple is not because we think that, hey, everyone ought to live like us. We're just saying there's a possibility that you can. And it's not about the wealth that we create. It's not all that bullshit. It's actually beyond it. It's just how we live. We live with such vitality, so much energy because we're pouring into each other and pouring into the world, and it just expands. So, what we're going to do really quickly is we're going to stand up and we're going to have a quick conversation with each other, and then we're going to share. So we're only going to do this for 3 minutes. I want you to pick 3 power virtues that you need to have in your relationship to create that ideal vision. And I know it's not going to be perfect. This is the exercise. The intention isn't that you're nailing it, although it is entirely possible you will. Okay? So with that,
We have to agree on it? Is that what you think?
talk through it, figure it out, right? So this is arm wrestling, guys, okay? So I hear your point of view, and my point of view is that loving is, is an important priority. And find a way to get aligned, not agree. It's to align. And the difference is, agreement is, I'm right, you're wrong. Alignment is, I can see your point of view and how that could benefit us. Maybe that's something we ought to bring in. And I wonder if this other virtue might accelerate it faster. Feel that? Okay?
What is the deal with the arm wrestling?
Oh, it's just to have a conversation. You don't actually have to arm wrestle. It's the concept.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the concept where you're having the conversation. It's not that you're right, I'm right, you're wrong. It's not that. Find a way to align. All right.